Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Mind Your Exam. This is the first video in the series of Hadoop HDFS commands that we will be learning, and in this video we will start with the very basics of starting the distributed file system, then running the yarn, then showing all the active processes and seeing which files and directories are present in the HDFS. Alright, so first let's understand the theory behind the commands that we will be learning. The first command is the start dfs command, which is run like start-dfs.cmd. Now, what is this command? This command basically starts the Hadoop DFS, which is the Hadoop distributed file system. As soon as you run this command, it will launch two daemons or two background processes, which are the name node and the data node. Now, what are these name nodes and data nodes? These processes are necessary for starting and running the Hadoop distributed file system. So, name node is the daemon, the master daemon that keeps a track of which data in the HDFS is stored in which node of the Hadoop cluster and which file block is stored where it is copied, where its original part has been located, and so on. And the data node refers to all those individual computers or nodes that are actually storing the data. So name node keeps a track of all the data nodes and what data they are storing. The name node does not store any data on its own. It only maintains data about data. That means it stores only the metadata. Okay. Now, if you are running a Hadoop cluster, it might happen that a third daemon or a third background process named secondary node also starts up when you run this command. The secondary name node is an assistant to the primary name node, and it helps the main name node to complete its task and take over if there is any problem with the primary name node. Okay. So now you must know that the start DFS command is present in the sbin directory of the Hadoop folder, and it must be the first command that you run before running any other process like the yarn. So let's switch to our command prompt and type this command. So as soon as I type this command, start-dfs.cmd, and press enter, two new command prompt windows will open up on your system, and both these windows will display a lot of messages, and as long as the last line in the message is not something like shutting down name node or shutting down data node, it means that both these resources, both these daemons have started up successfully. Okay. Now let's go to our next command that we have to learn, which is the start yarn command. So start yarn basically starts the yet another resource negotiator or the yarn process. So yarn is basically the resource management tool for Hadoop. It manages all the resources that are present across the entire Hadoop cluster, and it is also responsible for scheduling various jobs and tasks, giving it to different computers, different nodes whenever necessary. So when you run this second command, start yarn.cmd, it will fire up two daemons. The names of these daemons are resource manager and the node manager. So resource manager is the primary master daemon that manages all the resources present across all the nodes in the Hadoop cluster. All the computers, all the machines that are present in the Hadoop cluster, all their resources are kept track by the resource manager, and the node manager keeps a track of the resources present on the individual computer or the individual node where this node manager is running. Also, the node manager is responsible for sending heartbeat signals to the resource manager. So just like in a person, a heartbeat tells you that this person is up and alive and active and working fine. So similarly, the node manager sending heartbeat signals to the resource manager basically shows, it indicates that this particular node in the Hadoop cluster is up and running and working fine. Okay, so start yarn command must be run after running the start DFS command, and it will fire up two new command prompt windows as was seen in the start DFS command. So if I type start -yarn .cmd and press enter, you will see a message showing starting yarn daemons, and two windows will pop up and show you a lot of messages. Eventually, at the bottom of each of these windows, you will see a cursor blinking, and no such message like shutting down or closing should appear. Okay, now once we are done, let's come to the third command, which is the JPS command. The JPS command basically stands for Java Virtual Machine Process Status. So what it means is that using this command, we want to see the status of various Hadoop daemons, the Hadoop processes that we have started. And why do we need Java Virtual Machine for that? See, Hadoop is a framework that is completely based on Java, and each of the components, each of the processes that are run in the Hadoop are run as Java processes. So the node manager, the resource manager, the data node, and the name node, all of these are Java processes. That is why if we want to check or verify which processes are currently running in Hadoop, you type the JPS command. And when you type the JPS command, you will see an output something like this. In the output, you will see the name node, the data node, the secondary name node if it is running, resource manager, node manager, and the JPS itself. So let's go to the command prompt again and type JPS. As soon as we hit enter, you will see that all these daemons that we just started using the previous two commands, start DFS and start yarn, have been listed here. Okay. All right, now let's come to our fourth command for this video, which is the Hadoop ls command. So from now on, all the commands that we now execute will have a fixed structure starting with Hadoop followed by fs. Fs stands for file system and a hyphen after a space. So Hadoop space fs space hyphen followed by the main command, which is the ls command. So it is an instruction to Hadoop to show me or to list all the files and directories that are present in the Hadoop distributed file system in the root directory. So Hadoop fs means we are referring to the Hadoop file system. Hyphen ls means we are using the list command. And where, in which folder of HDFS do we want to see the contents? In the root directory. So backslash shows or means the root directory of HDFS. So this command is basically an instruction saying, show me everything that exists at the very top level of my HDFS. So when I run this command, I type in Hadoop fs hyphen ls followed by a backslash, and it will show me the Hadoop directories that are present in the root directory. Okay, so as you can see here, it has listed 3 different directories. How I know that these are folders or directories and not files? Because they do not have an extension. So I have 3 directories at the root level in the root directory, which is bda underscore class, bd underscore lab, and mye. Okay, now coming to our fifth command. The fifth command is also a variation of the list command, and it is the recursive list command. So as you can see, our the command will start with the same syntax, which is Hadoop space fs, that means Hadoop file system, space hyphen ls, that means again we want to list all the files and folders, but this time we want to do it recursively. That means if there is a particular folder or a directory that is present at the root directory, then I also want to see which files and directories are present within that directory. So what this command shows you is, it tells the Hadoop system to list all the files and directories present in the root directory, and if there are further directories list down all the files and directories present in all of them till the very end. So all the files within all the subdirectories should also be displayed using this command. So as you can see the breakdown, Hadoop FS is the standard command line interface that we use for interacting with the HDFS. -ls is the list operation, the list command. -r is the recursive option. That means it is a command to traverse, to show the contents of every subdirectory also. And where do we have to do this searching? Starting from the root directory. So let's go to our command prompt. I type in Hadoop FS -ls -r and root directory. So as soon as I hit enter, you will see a list of all the files that are present in each of these directories. So please see here that when I typed the ls command, I was seeing 3 items, 3 directories, BDA_class. So I'm taking up a BDA, that means Big Data Analytics course. That is why I've created a folder BDA_class. Then there is a folder for the practical class BDA_lab, and a third directory or folder named MYE, which is my channel Mind Your Exam. Okay, but when I use the -r command, list recursively, then what do I see? I see the directory BD_class. I see the text file that is present in this directory BD_class / my new text file. Then I see this particular directory BD_lab, and I see all the text files that are present inside this directory. Then I see the directory MYE and the text file a.txt present inside the directory MYE. So these are the 5 commands that you must know as a beginner. Now one quick tip that you must remember is that the commands that you are running named Hadoop FS -ls /. Okay, so this same command can be replaced by you. Instead of using Hadoop FS, you can also use HDFS DFS and then -ls followed by the root directory symbol, which is the /. So writing Hadoop FS is same as writing Hadoop DFS. Okay, similarly, if I write HDFS DFS and I write -ls -r, it will show me the same output. So both these commands and both these syntax are equally acceptable. All right, so this was all for today's video. I hope you have understood all the 5 commands that we have learned and the quick tip that I mentioned towards the end. So let us know in the comment section about the feedback for this video, which helps us to improve our content. Thank you for watching. Till we meet in the next video. Mind your exam.